basically doing a video on my high-performance diesel oil catch can. One of the reasons I thought I'd do it is, I don't know what you guys like, but when I want to put something in my car, I'll research the stack on the internet, trying to find out what I can, try and find out how to install it, all that sort of stuff. And when I was looking for a catch can, I couldn't really find much info. So here's my car. Love it. Same as your Ranger, basically. Ford Motor Company all over it. It's basically more or less a Ranger under the hood and everywhere else. 3.2 litre 5-cylinder turbo diesel. So why did I get the oil catch can? The modern common rail diesels use the EGR system, exhaust gas recirculation. Basically, in a nutshell, as I understand, is the diesel goes through, combusted, turns to exhaust fumes. They run that through a second time, basically to re-burn the exhaust fumes, and the idea of that is that it burns a lot cleaner, so it's more environmentally friendly. Unfortunately, it's not the best news for our expensive common diesel engines. They don't run as well, from what I understand. They're going to run a lot better without that EGR system, but to meet compliance, etc. in Australia, they need to have the EGR. There's many ways around getting around it. Some people just put a blocking plate that can throw codes on the computer or whatever. I personally just didn't want to do that. Some people will have their ECU reprogrammed, basically program the EGR out of it. That's an option. I got told that's about $350, so definitely an option. I personally just get a bit scared playing around with your ECU too much, so I thought I'll leave it. So the oil catch can for me, your crankcase blow-by, so you can have oil blow by your pistons up into the top half of your engine. That oil, without a catch can, will go through the whole system, through your intercooler, everything back through the intake manifold, and that will coat the whole system with basically a really thin film of oil. And then your recirculating exhaust gases going through a second time. Imagine your sooty diesel you see from all the old patrols and Land Cruisers, etc. That sooty exhaust is going back through, and that has a chance to stick to that oil which is lined the manifold. So for myself, my car's got over 200,000 k's on it, so for me the horse has already bolted, some would argue, but I figured better late than never. So the idea of the oil catch can is, here's your breather hose coming out of the engine, and it goes into the oil catch can, and a proper catch can will have filters, etc., which will actually catch that oil, and then coming out the other side is your clean air into your intercooler, etc. So basically from this point onwards, in theory, your whole system won't be getting lined with that oil, which basically means the exhaust fumes have nothing to stick to, which means it won't over time get clogged up. If I didn't put the oil catch can on, or if you left it that way, so to speak, that oil there, the exhaust can stick to that, the exhaust fumes. Over time it closes in and it basically suffocates your system, which just means your engine isn't going to be running as well, and over a longer period of time it's just not good for the engine. I by no means, and I'm not a mechanic, so don't try and ping me for my facts. This is just my understanding of it and my reasoning for getting the oil catch can. And like I said at the start, I just wanted to put a video out there for people to maybe get some information that I was looking for that I couldn't really find. So I'm hoping this is useful. So like I said, this oil catch can, pretty flash looking thing, high performance diesel. It's a nice flash machined piece of gear. Pretty easy to install. I did it myself. It took me a couple of hours, but with a second person it'd take you a quarter of that, I would say. It's just a bit painful, some of the fiddly things I had to do by myself, reaching here, there and everywhere. Luckily I'm a fairly tall guy, longer arms, so I could actually reach around guards on either side quite awkwardly, but that's okay. But in a nutshell, you just do some drilling down in there. You probably can't see much, I'm on my GoPro, so I honestly don't know what I'm showing you. You drill through your guard. That would be really easily done if you don't have a snorkel, but I've got myself a safari snorkel, so that means my snorkel is sealed into the car, so I couldn't really remove my airbox without probably doing some damage that I don't want to have to deal with. So I had to leave my airbox there, which made it a bit painful on installation, but I got the job done. So basically you drill holes down right next to where your airbox sits, as I showed you. And then it's pretty simple. All the brackets they supply you, the nuts, etc., all comes in the kit. You just have to piece it all together. And then you have to cut the breather hose at the end. So here's that breather hose again. That's somewhat daunting, only because you don't want to get it wrong. I don't know what they're worth, but knowing Ford/Mazda, it's probably a fair few $100s if you cut that in the wrong spot. So I personally, when I cut it, I cut it on the short end of things, fit it. It was too long as expected, trimmed a little bit more off, still a bit too long, and slowly but surely cut little bits off until I was happy with how it sat. Last thing you want to do is cut too much off and be stuck. Like I said, you're stuck without a breather hose. Don't even know how a car would run without one of them, truthfully, but you really want to be able to... Sorry, I've got the bus going past. Yeah, you don't want to cut that too short, because you're going to have to fork out some money to get a new one, and may not be able to drive the car until you do. I dare say I wouldn't drive my car without the breather hose. One thing for me down here is your turbo heat shield. For me, I installed it all, and the tolerance of this particular kit means that I think it's meant to be running very close, but the base of my catch can was sitting just on the exhaust, on the turbo heat shield, which meant when the car started running it had a horrendous vibration and rattle. Luckily the problem solving basically fixed the brackets up, bolted them together on the opposing side of what the instructions said, but that's given me about 6mm clearance. I've had it on for about 2,000 k's now. It's got a little stick here that you can pull out to check how much oil's in there. Mine's got sweet FA, which is good to see. Being a fair few thousand k's more, I'll check it out and might put up another video to show you how it works. Anyway guys, thanks for watching the first video. Give me some feedback if you could.